You are listening to WXNA LP Nashville, and this is Mostly Local. Good Wednesday morning. We're here, WXNA LP Nashville. You are listening to the Mostly Local Trans Liberation Society Music and Variety Hour. We got a great show for you today, and I'm very excited to say that in the studio here we have currently 2, eventually 3 of the members of Together Breakfast, who are going to be talking to us about their new single and some other cool stuff. So let's get right into it. I'm going to play the new single. This is called Remix, featuring Laura Behrens.
Through close ocean just take and play. We'll do better for your sake.
Welcome back to WXNA LP Nashville. You're here listening to Mostly Local. I'm here with Together Breakfast, and this is Margot and Zach and Ian. Say hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
What's
everyone.
up?
It is so good to have you here. I'm excited. Tell me how this single came about. How did this collaboration? Jesse's the singer for Palo Brea, is that right?
Yeah, Laura Behrens.
Excuse me, Laura. I don't want to say Jesse.
That's
I was
okay.
thinking Jesse all morning. It's Laura Behrens, yes.
All good. Yeah, so we're friends with that band, Palo Brea. They're wonderful. One of our favorite contemporaries here in town. And they had us open for their EP release show a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They opened for our EP release show a year ago. And after we released our record last year, because it's all instrumental, I thought it would be super fun to have some collabs with friends, and she was one of the first people that sprang to mind. So I sent her the record and just said, hey, pick a song, whatever jumps out at you, and Wait For It was the one that she was most excited about.
And so she just wrote the melody to that and
Yep.
sang over it. That's really
Absolutely.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
something that I did think when your stuff came out, I did spend some time in improvising over it a little bit.
That's so cool.
It's fun. It's easy to sing over. I just feel good singing over it. It feels good. So that's really cool. And you put that together. Does that mean there are more collaborations coming down the way?
I certainly hope so.
You certainly hope so.
I certainly hope so. I mean, I personally, I'm curious to see what the boys think of it, but personally, I would love to keep...
Oh, you haven't asked them yet?
I mean, we've talked about it. We've talked about it. We talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
But I love the idea of sending whatever the next EP is to her again and just say, pick your favorite song, you know?
Okay.
But
Sure.
I'm also open to other people, other instruments, you know, whatever. Ian and I have talked about that a little bit too. You know, it's, yeah, absolutely.
Zach, what's your take? Are you in?
Oh, yeah, I'm in for all of it. I mean, we have so many talented peers in this town. All of us play for different singer-songwriters and other bands. I don't think we're going to be at a loss for not having somebody else talented. So, yeah, I'm here for it.
Excellent. And Ian, what do you think?
I agree. Yeah, not too much else to add.
Yeah, that's very cool. So you recently had a show at the East Room, which I'm unfortunately was not able to attend. How did that go? How was that?
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. We had Lonely Hunter open, which is a really cool kind of modern. I like to think of them as kind of like grown-up emo band. And Palabrea played as well, which is always a delight. And we got to have Laura perform the single you just heard live with us. It's the first time we've ever done it live. As well as one of our very talented friends, Cole Clark, who is an incredible guitarist, joined us for a couple songs. So it was definitely the Together Breakfast extended universe, as I like to call it.
And I want to back up for a second, because for those who may not know, the name Together Breakfast is a reference to Steven Universe. And if you haven't seen Steven Universe, you really should. It doesn't matter what age you are. It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon for kids, but anybody... I don't know. I have my own personal very strong feelings about it, but I want to ask you all, what drew you to that name? What drew you to that name?
This was Steven Universe is my favorite show.
It's the best show ever. It's the best show ever made.
Yeah, it's inherently trans. It's so wonderful. But even if you're not even queer, you'll love the show. It's
about family. It teaches you how to be a part of a family in a way that, I don't know about you, but when I was growing up, we didn't have those lessons in media necessarily.
Absolutely.
It was all sarcasm and jokes. It wasn't like, here's how you actually be part of a family. So.
I love that. I love that take on the show. I'm always tossing around band names for fun with a couple of my friends, one of my best friends especially, and so I'm always just kind of on the lookout for fun to send things to him, and that one is the title of one of the first episodes in the show, Together Breakfast, and so I don't know, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, that is a fantastic band name.
And the thing itself in the show, the Together Breakfast, is something that Steven concocts that is essentially every delicious thing mashed together in a way that might be slightly off-putting to some. We've got pancakes, whipped cream, strawberries, popcorn is in it. There's some other things.
Absolutely. It's fantastic.
But it's to bring people together. I love it. I love that as a name. When I heard the name, I was like, I know I'm going to like this band. You ever hear the name of a band?
Yes,
I know I'm going to like this band.
Yeah.
Because I know where you're coming from.
Yes.
And then it turns out that I also do love instrumental math. It's not... I have a problem with the term math rock. I don't have a problem with it. But it's not... It's a little restrictive.
Yes.
Agreed. And what's wrong with prog? Just say prog. It's proggy.
Interesting.
That's what I get from it. Is it's a very progressive, like, instrumental music. You play around with phrasing. You play around with notes. You play around with time. I don't know. That's just always what that's.
I think prog is the most accessible for people that have no idea what we're talking about. Because when everybody asks, the casual listener might not know what math rock is.
Yeah.
And so you can be like, well, have you heard of Rush? And then it's like, well, that's a place to start at least.
Yeah.
But there's we kind of cross a lot of different genres. I think emo is a big, Midwestern emo is a big part of it. Like the good stuff from Midwestern emo, and there's some funk. Math rock is it's been a fun title to put to it. And it's a niche market, so we can say like, we're not the only math rock band.
You are one of the only instrumental math rock bands, especially in Nashville. There's not a whole
There's
ton.
a few.
There's not, but there's not that many. Yeah, you're right. I mean, and it's funny because a lot of bands from across the country have been hitting us up. And they're like the only math rock band in their town, and they find us and they're like, "Can we come play with you when we're through Nashville?"
That's beautiful, though.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's kind of been fun. Yeah,
I feel like that's an instant community that you have, a connection to all these other places. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So perhaps a tour in the future.
We certainly are trying. We were going to go on a small run, and it was when that flood happened. What was that, about a year? The big hurricane.
Yeah.
So we were going to play Asheville.
Last year.
But we're certainly working on it. Another one of our collaborators, we're trying to put together a tour with in the fall with Merit, and we'll see. We're hoping to get out there.
If you make it to Asheville, let me know. My brother's there.
Really?
I'll make him go see you.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
By which I mean I'll tell him, like, go see this, and he may not.
Yeah.
He's busy. He's in like 8 bands. Asheville is a very good scene for him.
That checks out.
He's in a billion bands there and doing
That's
really
cool.
well. But yeah, I also love telling my family and friends to go see bands that I'm like, I know you're gonna love this band.
That's so cool.
And he would. So cool. Well, what I'd like to do is I got a couple of tracks from y'all that are inspirations. I've woven in some of my own complimentary things to that. So we'll play a couple of those, and we'll come back. Before that, I'm going to tell you about. I'm going to tell you that WXNA is your all-volunteer freeform radio station, flying our freak flag in Nashville and beyond to the cosmos thanks to you. We depend on our loyal listeners for financial support. Help us keep our freak flag flying proudly by becoming a member of Team WXNA today. Go to wxnafm.org and show your support. We'll listen to a little bit here, and we'll be right back with Together Breakfast.
Quiet on set, run it. I've been taking my bets, fun it. I've been paying my debts, love it. I've been stealing Corvettes, stunning. Ooh. Quiet on set, run it. I've been f***ed in the head, fun it. I ain't leaving my bed, love it. The work's been killing me dead, stunning. Killing me, killing me, killing me. I just want to protect my energy. Ain't got no time for the frenemies. Eating my ass like the human centipede. Hold your horses, pick it up. What's better than 2 girls, 2 cups? What's better than a 2-buck good night? What's better than fries and a chicken lunch? Hey guys, should I Postmate Chuck E. Cheese? Wait, ain't no Chuck E. Cheese in Los Feliz. Wait, there ain't no steez at the ain't grease unless you ordered that sugarfish sushi. Ooh, quiet on set, run it. I've been taking my bets, fun it. I've been paying my debts, love it. I've been stealing Corvettes, stunning. Quiet on set, run it. I've been f***ed in the head, fun it. I ain't leaving my bed, love it. The work been killing me dead, bang bang. Killing me, killing me, killing me. Oh, killing me, killing me, killing me. Oh yeah. I don't got things to say. I'm so bored, I'ma pass away. Going off the deep end like Fouché. I'm cracked the surface, creme brulee. Don't fly me, oh my. Orgy at 5 guys with 5 guys. That's 10 guys, and holy Christ, I've never seen more nuts in my life. Don't wanna be a Debbie, 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 Debbie Downer. Debbie, 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 Debbie Downer. Quiet on set, run it. I've been taking my bets, fun it. I've been paying my debts, love it. I've been stealing Corvettes, stunning. Ooh, quiet on set, run it. I've been f***ed in the head, fun it. I ain't leaving my bed, love it. The work been killing me dead, bang bang.
We have a lot of sunshine this morning, but after about 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, the clouds do take over, and there will be the risk for a shower, even an embedded thunderstorm working on through.
3 days straight, you showed your face. I've been sleeping through the night, throw on clothes that fit a little tighter. Swear the sky's touching me right. I've been hiding out too much, dreary when I look a bit sad, but all the things it do for me when it's sunny, you ain't gonna hear from me. 'Cause I get so high, I feel weightless, invincible, don't come at me. I ain't even stressed about money. When the sun shines, when the sun shines, I get so hot, I get so hot. When the sun shines, I get so. When the sun shines, when the sun shines, I get so hot, I get so hot. When the sun shines, I get so. I get so high. Green is glowing, golden glaze. Funny the shapes all in white. If I keep staring, I'll go blind, but crank that record all the way. Finally feel my blood flow, blowing smoke out my bedroom window. All the things it do for me when it's sunny, you ain't gonna hear from me. 'Cause I get so high, I feel weightless, invincible, don't come at me. I ain't even stressed about money. When the sun shines, when the sun shines, I get so high, I get so hot. When the sun shines, I get so. I get so high. When the sun shines, I get so high, I get so hot. When the sun shines, I get so. When the sun shines, I get so high. When the sun shines, I get so high, I spot. Me to be. I'm solemn in my days. I'm angry for no reason. It's pathetic, you could say. I swear there ain't no way I can help myself. If the sky rebels, then I best believe that the weatherman's against me. He's out to get me, 'cause I'm gloomy. I'm gloomy. My body's gloomy. Gloomy. I'm gloomy. My body's against me.
All right, welcome back to WXNA LP Nashville and Mostly Local and Together Breakfast. We were geeking out a little bit about that AG. That was AG Sully, by the way, was Seasonal. And before that was Remy Wolf with Quiet on Set. We were geeking out about that AG Sully track just because it's amazing and I love her and I think she's great. Any other inputs from y'all?
No, agreed. Yeah. Shout out AG Sully.
Yeah, you've worked with her a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a group, the Broomsticks, outside of Together Breakfast, and we've collaborated on a bunch of stuff. She's awesome.
Very
So
cool.
Shout
very
out.
Cool. Also, something to listen to, Broomsticks. I got to write that down.
They're awesome.
Cool.
Incredible
I like
live band, too.
I dig the name. Very witchy.
I think Nashville has kind of an underrated, from people outside of Nashville, neo soul scene. I think there's a lot of that going on.
100%. In collaboration with the rap scene has always been incredible, the underground rap scene. But then there has been this surge of like neo soul that's come up that's just really incredible.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that Nashville has Nashville has literally everything. You can find at least one of everything.
You can find it. You have to go looking sometimes, but you can find it.
I haven't found a reggae band yet, I don't think. That's on my wish list.
Together Reggae? Is it our next? No, come on.
But it was also funny for me when I moved here because I came here from Florida and I grew up in Florida, and so I was a ska punk kid. I was in a ska band in high school. That was my high school band. And so coming here, and then there were a couple times when I first moved here where I was talking about like ska or something, and someone had to be like, "I'm sorry, what is that? Like, what is ska?" And then I had to be like, "Oh, you're not from Florida or the Midwest." Like, those two places seem to know. But there's everything here. I love that. I want to talk about how you write. How do you put this music together? Who comes to who with what? Do you jam it out? Do you feel it through? What's your procedure?
There's a mix of things, but generally speaking, I bring a seed of an idea. I'll bring anything from just one riff to a few sections of an idea to the band, and they really help me just flesh it out and bring it to life. Is how it's gone. And definitely there's been some improvisation and jamming through stuff and feeling through stuff, all the way to like puzzling it a little bit more and thinking through it more. It just depends on the track.
Yeah, if I could add something too, sure. The producer on on the EP we have out, when we first got together as the trio and started meeting, like we had like the framework for the songs, and but it was still like kind of raw, and I think like she offered some like really cool and creative input that like, I mean, I don't know if I would have thought of without her.
Totally.
So yeah, shout out Catherine Vericoli.
Catherine Vericoli, yeah, I've talked to you about her a little bit, and I got to meet her, I think at your release show.
Yep, absolutely.
And is she the archivist?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
She's very cool in a lot of different ways.
Yes.
She does archival work, and I want to just give a moment to like, what kind of things would she do as a producer that were so like that no one else could have done for you, or that she just dialed in on.
I think sometimes she was coming at it from ears of a listener versus us as musicians,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and saying like, hey, this thing is cool, but it's a little too abrasive. Like, maybe we don't do this here. Is there a way you can do it like 75%, but over here? Sometimes it was just, you know, telling us to shorten the length of notes, you know, so that grooved more, things like that. Because like some of our stuff is like, there's a groove in a pocket, but we're like laying it all out there, and she's like, what if you bring it back a little bit?
That's really specific.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
I mean, the pre-production for the EP was pretty intense. We had several sessions where it was like, I wouldn't say, it wasn't like a Wilco completely like reconstructing the whole sound, but it was definitely like, oh, we have to think about this differently.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would add to that, my favorite part of working with her was where she would bring out her favorite things that she could see we were trying to do. She would find her favorite moments and say, oh, how can we bring that out more? How can we like zoom in on this kind of idea? Which she did on almost every song. There was at least one important moment on almost every song where she said, oh, I see what you're going for. Can you give me more of that? And she doesn't actually play an instrument at all. Which is wild. Like, but it was kind of perfect because we all have like, you know, official training or whatever, like, you know, we've like studied and all that. And so it was incredible to have somebody there who doesn't know anything about how to like talk about music theory or doesn't play an instrument. And we had to kind of translate that onto our instruments. I think it was incredibly helpful.
Well, I love that because that leaves the expertise where it lies. With you, the expertise is with the theory and with the construct, like the musical foundation of the thing, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not helpful if the producer in that scenario is like, oh, you know, I can see that you're hitting the ninth here, and it's really not landing. You know, whatever it is, maybe that's. I think it is much more efficient to talk about it from the ears of the listener and say, where are you heading? What are you trying to get to? Is this the place you're trying to get to? Let's get there.
Yep.
And then you all can do the math behind the scenes.
Exactly.
And this is how I get there.
Exactly.
I love that. That's incredible. Shout out to pre-production.
Yes.
One of my
Totally.
favorite things.
Yes.
Listen, if you think a band just rolls into the studio with a bottle of Jack and they just lay their tracks down, maybe some of them do that. You probably haven't heard a lot of that process. Pre-production, you get together beforehand and you talk through everything, you play through everything, you make sure you know what you're going to do before you get there. So you're not wasting everybody's time.
Exactly.
You're not wasting a bunch of money in the studio.
Exactly.
You have it all worked out, and then you still get surprised.
Absolutely.
And you have more room to follow those surprises.
Exactly, because we're locked in and ready to go on everything else. I mean, and we had a tight budget. We had 2 days in the studio. You know, we had to do the whole thing in 2 days. There was no wiggle room.
Yeah.
So we had to be prepared.
Excellent. I love that. Awesome. We're going to listen to a few more tracks here. I'm going to decide. We're going to decide. I have it all set up here. We're going to decide here. We're going to listen to one of your songs from your EP.
Great.
And something. We're going to throw something else in there. But this will be Whammy from Together Breakfast. And before that, I am going to read you a little thing. We're going to say, support for WXNA comes from Stokehouse Brewing and Barbecue at 948 Main Street in East Nashville. Stokehouse offers a variety of house-made beers, sodas, and barbecue. On April 16th, Stokehouse will be hosting WXNA at their monthly Bangers and Mash Night, which features live DJs and house-made sausages from 5 to 9. A portion of the proceeds will support WXNA. More information at stokehousebrewing.com. Once again, this is Together Breakfast with Whammy.
If you wanted to know, I've been moving around. I've been telling everybody there's a new kid in town. If you wanted to know, I've been changing my life. I've been living at home with my beautiful wife. And if you wanted to know, which I'm guessing you don't, 'cause if you did, you would have asked a long time ago. Broken people making fun of broken people. Broken people making fun of broken people. One piece of advice, don't get too close. And you know that I'm right, and I know that you know. When you're rocking around, tell me what you see. Broken people making fun of broken people. 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 Broken people making fun of broken people.
Here we are back on WXNALP Nashville. This is Mostly Local. I'm here with Together Breakfast. That was Snorkeler with Broken People. Before that, Together Breakfast with Whammy off of Lunch with Your Friends, Dinner with Your Ancestors. Is that correct? The EP
That is correct.
from last year. Let's talk about Snorkeler because, Margot, I saw you at the Snorkeler show the other night.
That's right.
At the East Room, part of the Travolta Spring Fling Swamp thing,
That's correct.
which we can talk about that as well, but tell me about your connection to Snorkeler.
Yeah, so I was introduced to them through my roommate who's been friends with them and went to music school with them and stuff.
Where are they from?
I don't know where all of the band is from originally, but they went to music school in Boston at Berkeley.
Oh, they're okay. They're another wave of people from Berkeley.
Exactly.
Shout out to Siren. Shout out to other people who come through here from Berkeley.
Yeah, I'm also a former Berkeley kid.
Did I not know that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, please, no, it's fine. I just did 2 years there and whatever. But anyway, yeah. So Snorkeler is after me.
Right.
But they're super cool, super sweet folks, and I'm just a fan.
Yeah, they got here. They keep saying they got here recently, but they came here fully formed.
Yes.
And I was saying during the break that they give me big Franz Ferdinand vibes.
Totally.
I love that. Their songs are all about terrible people doing terrible things, but calling them out for it.
Yeah.
One of their songs was written from the perspective of a terrible person that I thought was interesting, and I can't remember which one it was, but it was like, I'm the worst person you've ever met. And
Yep.
you should go have a good life now that I'm not in your life. It's great. I love it.
It's so good.
Very good. Let's talk about that show was such a good show. It was also the end of an era. Travolta's not moving forward. They are moving forward. They're staying together, but Coolio Hart's moving to Sacramento. It's too bad. Sacramento of all places. No offense to Sacramento.
Sacramento catching hands out here. Strays at Sacramento.
And it's not fair because I've not been there, but when I hear the word Sacramento, when I think of cool cities, excuse me, where does Sacramento land on your cool cities list? Top 50? I don't know. I don't think so. Right?
I mean, yeah, probably not. But.
You know?
It's got some cool trees.
Maybe you're adjacent to some cool cities in Sacramento. I don't know. I wish him the best. I love him to death, but don't leave me. Please, don't leave me. I need you here.
Yeah.
Tell me about what does the future for Together Breakfast look like? We've talked about possibly a tour, but I want to know, how's the new music? Is there new music? Will there be new music? What's the deal?
There is new music.
There is new music.
Well, part of that came out of necessity because our show was like less than 30 minutes and we were starting to get booked for other bills where they're like, do you have a 45-minute set? And we're like, we sure don't. I would say we probably have a batch, what is it, another 5 or 6 new songs?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have new music, and if you've seen us live, you've heard it, but you haven't heard it anywhere else. And so the thoughts are probably doing another EP, because let's be honest, it's expensive out there, folks, to make records.
It is.
Probably another EP, and I don't know if there's a timeline on it, but the music is written, and we've been playing it. So
Absolutely.
Great. So how many, like 4 new songs?
Like we're up to 5 or 6.
5 or
I think.
6 new
five
songs?
or
Cool.
6. We have some covers that we've we've played around with. I don't know if we're going to record those or release those. They've just been fun.
Yeah.
But who knows, because that's a whole other stream of revenue that we could be making for other writers besides ourselves.
God, revenue streams. Yeah, it's expensive, and obviously the more you think about it, the less it makes sense to do a huge album and release it all at once, because you've just taken all that work and you've put it out there for one hit, when I feel like everybody is moving towards singles as a way to, or even just partitioning your album up into chunks and like releasing it slowly, because people today only have time to pay attention to one thing at a time. It's just the way our attention is pulled so many ways. And I personally love it to be able to say, oh, this band has a new song out. I have time for a new song. I can listen to a new song.
Yeah.
Oh, this band has a new album. Oh, I need to set aside. You know what I mean?
Which is why I love the EP format, to be honest.
Yeah.
The 4 to 6 song EP, I think, is a really wonderful sweet spot where I feel like I've gone on a little, it's like a short form storytelling kind of moment. For me, I love that. I feel like you can often get through it in a whole the whole thing in one drive around town. It's super replayable. I love that format.
And also for us, releasing an EP, it allowed us to put it on vinyl because you can fit all the songs on 2 sides and it's still high quality and it's still not that expensive.
Do you have vinyl? of
We
the first?
sure do. Shout out to Physical Music Products, PMP, and Piper Payne, who pressed our vinyl. We still have them for sale, and
I also met Piper. Piper's amazing.
yes, Piper and Catherine, kind of a power
duo,
couple. We
yeah.
call them.
Yeah.
I remember, if you go to Piper's website, you see in the coolest jacket possible. You know what I mean? It's hard. I feel like it's a power move, especially for someone on the production side or on the pressing side or in the back. You look like you should be on stage.
Well, she is a drummer.
Oh, I didn't.
I forgot about
Did
that.
I not know that? I didn't know
Yep,
that.
she's a drummer. Yep. And she mastered the record.
Yes, I did know that. Go to check out Piper Payne's website and just look at that jacket. I'm gonna pull it up. Because I think I remember. It's just burned into my brain. And I'm gonna look. Yeah, Piper Payne. Here we go.
I'm
There's
excited.
that. Well, it's not
Yeah.
it's a shirt. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coolest shirt.
The coolest button-up shirt.
And I feel like it's somewhere on this website is a jacket, because I know I've seen
Absolutely.
I've seen her in a leather jacket and
I mean,
killing it.
That's a lesbian I aspire to be. let's be
Same.
real.
Same, right?
Yeah.
I've always that's my vibe, is the cool lesbian aunt. That's
Exactly.
the thing I'm trying to dial into. Will I get there? I don't know.
We're-
Are we
we're-
already there in spirit?
I think so.
Okay.
But we're getting closer every day in reality. Yeah.
I like to think so.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
to think so. A little sparkle,
Exactly.
It's fine. All right, so I think we're going to listen to a few more tunes here.
Let's do it.
And we'll be back. We're having a good time here with Together Breakfast. I have a little thing here I got to read. End Slavery Tennessee is now Ancora, Tennessee. Inspired by the voices of survivors, Ancora means anchor and symbolizes the stability survivors need to heal and rebuild their lives. They break cycles of exploitation and seek to prevent trafficking before it starts. Learn more at ancoratn.org, and we will be right back here with Together Breakfast. Welcome back to Mostly Local on WXNA LP Nashville. That was Pompoko with Growing Story. Before that, Toe with My Little Wish. And Lunch with Your Friends by Together Breakfast. Let's talk about all of that. Let's talk about Pompoko. First of all, named after a Studio Ghibli film. So if you want to chime in on that, I'm not familiar with the movie, Margo. If you
the movie is so bizarre.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, it's one of the weirdest Studio Ghibli films I think ever made.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
well, good.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm not going to even spoil it.
Won't
Go watch
spoil
it.
it.
If you want something very weird to watch, please go watch it.
Please go watch it. So the band itself, though, from Norway, and I put this in here to get y'all's reaction from a production standpoint, from a musical standpoint. That guitar break where there's a guitar that's playing the melody, there's a doubled guitar that's doing a vibrato of it that's off and out of tune, and then the singer comes in and sings it, and it's all three creating this like polytonal kind of thing.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It's delicious is what we arrived at. I agree. And I love artists that can take noise and can take abrasive things and can make melodies out of them and make them hooks.
Yes.
That's big my thing. I said, that's not a sentence. That is my thing that I love. I feel Kurt Cobain was a genius at that. I feel there's people who can make really abrasive stuff and make hooks out of it. And it's always interesting when I work with if I'm in a session or I'm working with somebody and I bring in an idea like that, and it can go one of two ways. It can go like, oh, let's follow this and see where it goes, or it could be like, what are you doing? Like what are you doing? I'm trying to make it cool. I'm trying to put some spice on it. I'm trying to make it into something like this. Mm-hmm. But in the nascent stages, it's not always something that people want to hear, I think.
But I mean, obviously, it's genre dependent and vibe dependent on the song and all of that stuff. But
I do it for everything.
I know, but I actually, it's funny, but I actually kind of agree to an extent because it's a thing that can make music breathe.
Yeah.
Is when things are intentionally rubbing or a little bit out of tune or whatever. When you're doing that on purpose, it makes the thing come to life.
Yeah, I have a friend. I mean, I come from a classical background. I went something maybe people don't know is I went to school for classical music. So I have a bit of that in my background. And there's a violinist from the 20th century, Jascha Heifetz, who's like one of the biggest violinists of the 20th century. And there's a quote from him in an interview where he talks about playing octaves on the violin, and he says, if you play perfect octaves, they're not gonna sustain. You're not gonna hear them. It's like when I play octaves, I sharpen the lower note a little bit so it's out of tune, but it projects. And ever since then, that's just how I think about it. Is like you got to make things just in the same way when you write a song and you think, I'm going to go away from this and come back to it maybe harmonically. I go, well, I want to bring in a note here that doesn't belong, and then use that friction to get somewhere.
Yes.
I don't know. I just like that. I just really like how that works.
I think that's what we've been experimenting with the newer songs. Is that, I mean, Margo is always asking like, how can we reharmonize this? Which for me as a bass player that I've been doing a long time is kind of not instinctual because I'm always focused on the root and like, the pocket. So that's been a big.
You got to get some extensions.
It's been a big
there.
stretch for me trying to step
play
outside of that a little bit.
Some thirds and some ninths and some 13ths and some sharp 11ths. It's fine. No, I support that. So we're looking forward to maybe some more noise and some more abrasion in the new Together Breakfast. That makes me very excited. Well, we are done here. We're out of time, unfortunately. I'd love to have you all back again to talk some more.
Please.
Would love to come back.
It's been a pleasure. This has been Together Breakfast. This has been Margo and Zach and Ian. Thank you for being here. We're gonna dip out, and you will next hear Rendy with some No-Brainer. So I will take my leave, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.